All right, so we haven't made it to site yet. So we are in parking lot of the manufacturer of our roof metal. So we are just sitting here. We've rented a long trailer from them. We're just sitting here waiting for them to bring out our roofing material and get us loaded up so we can take this up to the site.
Yep, very excited. First time we've seen it since we placed the order, so we really kind of, first time you guys, first time us. So
yeah, we actually got to see samples of the color that we chose inside. We're both very, very excited about the color in person. It's a very pretty color. So yeah, so we'll just wait and wait for them to bring it out to us. So here we are. We just got on site. Dave is just undoing the straps so we can offload all of our metal. So we're going to take all of the roof metal and we will put it in the garage, and then they can pull from inside the garage. Welcome back to our cabin escape. So we're back on site. Yesterday we stopped before we got here, picked up the metal roofing, and brought all of the metal roofing on site. We're super excited. If you can see behind us here, while we were gone this week, the contractor got all of the trusses up and about 2/3 of the sheathing on the roof.
the wind kind of picked up on the last day he was up here, and him and his guys were just fighting the wind. So they decided to call it a day, and they have another project that they're working on at the same time. So they're working on it right now. So they'll be back up here in a couple days and finish the sheathing up, and they'll sheathe the front and the back walls for us, the rake walls. So we're very excited to finally have it, to at least to this point. So
it's huge. So this weekend for us, while we're on site, is more of the final cleanup items. Finishing up cutting any shiners that are exposed into the basement, into the walls, anything like that. Trimming out the windows so that they are nice and smooth.
we just went and got Jess a little router.
Got a new toy
to go play with. It's called a trim router. To kind of trim out all the windows and that, make sure that they're nice and even. And so she gets to play with that this morning. So and then we got our log retaining wall that we want to do more work on. Still got a lot of little things that we want to try to get done, but it'll be a little bit more relaxing weekend because nothing's really pressing right now. So I guess stay tuned and follow us as we, do some cleanup today. Thanks for watching. So we've been over to Mike and Melissa's over to Cabin Dreamin's site, and we've been poking around picking out logs. We didn't video. It's rather boring to watch that. So we came back with 5 logs that we think will work to start building the retaining wall. And now Dave's going to cut them to size, and then we'll put them in place. Yeah, just getting ready to measure so we can get a good cut.
So we got 2 of them cut to length and roughly set into place. We really like the way it looks. Dave just ran up to the trailer to grab some 12-inch lag screws that we have so that we can take and screw these 2 in place so that they are firm and steady, and then we will continue stacking. that's it. We will put some plywood and some stuff back there to help fill in the gaps. But there you go, that's the retaining wall to hold back the ground. We are kind of happy with how it turned out. We quite like it. It's very rustic, which is exactly, I guess, what we were going for. I think Dave likes playing with his chainsaw. Really, every time we've backed down the driveway today, we've said we needed to trim these so that they were off the driveway, so they were out of the way. But Dave really does enjoy playing with his chainsaw. Okay, so that finishes the retaining wall. This was Dave's vision to start with. He found the concept, he found the idea, and I love how it turned out.
Yeah, it's turned out pretty good. We do have one more log that we might place on the one side, but we'll wait and see what happens. We're also out of lag screws, so
Can't really place it if we wanted to.
yeah. So now we'll go through, and what we're going to do is we're going to put a piece of plywood behind it to kind of help hold the dirt back so it doesn't seep through any of the cracks. So we're going to kind of go through and do that right now, get those cut and kind of placed back in there so we can kind of put a little backfill there to kind of
Hold it in place.
yeah. So that's kind of our next step right now. So
I do love it though. I think it looks awesome.
I do too. I like the look. So we'll see what we'll do with it from there, and excited.
So here is the finished product. So this end is completely rough. We'll actually finish this end here when we figure out what we're doing with the stairs. And that way we can adjust it to fit where we want for the stairs. But there you go. That is the whole thing. So we're standing on the second floor looking out the very, very top windows. We still haven't cut out the second row of windows, and only because they're not easily accessible with all of the scaffolding. So you can see how tall these ceilings really are. Let's see if I can get... This is the back wall in the bedrooms and what will be the bathroom. So it's got a pretty good height ceiling. So you get the roof on it. It's huge. Everything kind of echoes in here, and it's kind of strange after being open for so long. I'll give you a view from downstairs on how tall it is. So here we are down on the first floor. You can see just it's so tall.
What?
That'd be Dave. Evidently he didn't want to be left out. He needs his cameo in everything. So yeah, it's just so tall. I think once they remove all of this scaffolding, and bracing, it's going to seem even taller. Two windows done. Lots to go. It's a little temperamental. It's going to take some time to get used to, I'm sure. So yeah, not a fun process, not exciting. Okay, it's kind of exciting for me. For you guys to watch, probably not so much. So I've discovered that if I cut this top piece of plywood out, it goes so much faster. So, I've never used it before. I have never used Dave's saw before, but I'm going to try using the reciprocating saw to cut out the top parts of these windows. So, this might not be a good experience. We'll see. And this is why we keep Dave around. He does much better with the reciprocating saw than me. Holy shit, that's freaking awesome. So Dave told told me I wasn't supposed to film that. But who could resist watching Dave have fun cutting open the door with a chainsaw?
That's amazing.
Dave's like, I found my new cutting machine. How can I cut the windows? Can you see those wheels turning? Okay, so here we are upstairs looking out. It really is a pretty view. I gotta take you off the stand here. Hold on. So from standing in the loft, you don't see a lot. But if you're sitting in the loft, you really have this beautiful view out across the horizon out there. It's very, very gorgeous. Super excited to have my wall of windows open and ready to be trimmed up, and hopefully in 2 weeks we'll have windows in there. Yay! But yeah, I love this view. I think this is what I've been waiting for, is this view. So I have always kind of had planned, is right here by the railing, to have a chair where I can sit and just look out the windows and chill and read. Maybe my new favorite hangout place in the entire cabin. Because who wouldn't want to sit here and look at that view? And the front view of the cabin. Garage and front windows. I promised that one really narrow window, actually the several narrow windows, they just haven't been cut out due to bracing and stuff that's in the way. They will all be the same size as those bottom 5 windows.
Alright, so we're done for the weekend. We were able to get pretty much everything that we wanted to done. We got our log retaining wall done. We got all the shiners cut in the garage area. We've got all of the blocking in place.
Except for upstairs.
Except for upstairs, and we'll be able to do that next weekend once he finished sheathing the little piece of the upper floor. Yeah.
I was going to say the only thing left, which we will do next weekend once, hopefully by the time we come up next weekend, he is done with the roof and off-site. So we have the 5 upper windows that need to be trimmed. We just can't get to them with all of the scaffolding and everything in the way.
I did get most of them cut out. Chainsaw was amazing, let me tell you. So that was nice.
Chainsaw. So we have those few windows to trim out, make sure they're good to go. A few nails to pull on the south side. And that's really it. And as long as he's buttoned up all of the walls and stuff, I think next weekend it will just be final cleanup to get ready for our shear wall inspection.
Which hopefully it'll come a week from tomorrow, so a week from Monday. Tuesday. We got to schedule it Monday, so he'll be out here Tuesday to do it. So,
yeah. So we're really close. It's just wait, see what he's got done, make sure he's good to go and off-site, and just button up whatever is left next weekend. So yeah, hopefully when we leave next weekend, it is all done and ready for a shear wall inspection.
Shear wall inspection, and metal roofing's on site, so we've already contacted him. He'll put us on his schedule. So yeah, it's coming together. Yeah, we're getting exciting and just getting down to the final part of getting the inspection done and getting getting it weathered in. So yeah, stay tuned, comment, like, and subscribe, and
we will see you next weekend.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks.